Peace. Welcome back to original content. It is I, O.G.B.O. Crack Baby. This that the fiend for. Look, there's a war on family. I'm gonna get right into it. It's a war on family. I've been putting out um, TikToks, little videos, but today I really want to go in depth. The war on family. If you notice, the video before this one or the video after, you see a black man on social media before the world explaining his dissatisfaction with the black woman. In another video, you will find the black woman on social media explaining her dissatisfaction with and for the black man. Have you noticed? You don't see the Asians. You don't see the Latinos. You don't see the Europeans or the Caucasian. You don't see the Arabs. The black man and the black woman. It's a war on family. If you think about what I'm about to say, I guarantee before I say it, it never crossed your mind. But for maybe 5 years now, whenever you see a commercial um, depicting a family or a family dynamic, you see the black woman absent the black man. She's paired with a Caucasian, usually. But almost never do you see a black man in a commercial with a black woman. If you see a black man on a commercial, he's homosexual. It's a war on the black family. We learn and engage our world with our senses, sight and hearing are the leading senses. What we see, what we hear. The reason they spend billions on top of billions on commercials, and they always seem to cast a black woman paired with someone that's not black. This is not a coincidence. You don't think that, do you? Not in 2022. You can't possibly think this is just a coincidence. They do this to make it the norm, to normalize it. And that's exactly what they're doing. Again, you probably didn't pay any attention until I just pointed it out to you, because it is working. At the same time, the black man and black woman are in the public on social media being seen the world over at odds. It's clear to anyone watching that the black man and black woman are at war. Why? Why? What happened? Do you know they done studies on us? Asking the question, how is it possible after all we have done to them, they're still together. They're still striving. And their study found that it was the family. Through slavery, through the Jim Crow era, it has been family. When white women and white men were divorcing, our family was still together. Our family been together the whole time we've been here. Up until maybe the last 40 or 50 years, something happened. Welfare happened. The black man was removed from his home. He was earning very little for his work. Very little wage was he paid. And if he had income coming in at all. So it seemed like not a good idea, but it's better than being homeless, that he leave. And the woman received from the government housing and some money. What did that do? That created a generation of black men, black women who grew up without their fathers. What did that do? The woman had to become something she was not designed to be. And she did her best. We're not going to just decapitate her. She did her best in our absence. But she brought up children who were brought up outside of their norm, their normal functions. She raised strong daughters and weak men, weak males, weak sons. The man was already a foot out his door at this point. This is the next generation. Black men growing up on the corner, engaging in the drug market, starting out usually as peddlers, ending up addicts. But there's still a need for sex, so there's still father impregnating women. But this woman don't have a man. Her man is in jail. Her man is on drugs. What happened to the children? Again, the daughters are being made stronger and the boys are being made weaker. So now the male child is being born with elevated levels of estrogen, the female hormone. 1 in every 3 black men today are homosexual, openly or down low, or bisexual. See, we see a thing, but we don't think on it. We just accept it. It's not a coincidence that in 1977, homosexuality was almost exclusively a white male phenomenon. And today, when they done this study, I think in 2018, it was the growth of it in our community made it appear as though it was almost exclusively a black male or a black male phenomenon. This is not by coincidence. This is social engineering on a grand scale. So today, with the males that we have remaining in the black community that desire a woman. Don't know how to be men. They are not strong like their grandfathers. They're strong physically, but emotionally it's something else. And the women have watched their mother and their grandmother struggle without a man. So they have a strong, they have a certain strength in them now. You know, they don't want to listen to you. They don't want to submit to you. See? But then society gets involved. The enemy puts his hand on our situation. See? And he feeds the black woman a hatred for the man. And he justified. He said, look how they behave. See? So now, outside of sex, I leave that alone. Outside of sex, she don't really have much need for you. See? And she'll let you know it. I don't need you. I got my own. See? And now, since she know how to go get her own and don't feel that she don't need you, now we playing games with each other. You know, you can hear them. I got hoes too. That's what they tell you. And she do. She's on social media. She get all the attention she need. I don't care what she look like. She could look like Shanae little sister. Somebody gonna slide in her inbox. See? Somebody gonna be with her, if only for a few minutes. See? So there's a divide now. We have been made over. The black man has been made weak. The black woman has been made strong. There's a war on family. Do you know your relationship with God? Now, you might have been with me all the way up to now. Now you won't you might turn to something else. And I really need you to listen. The Bible and Quran are all about you. It's about your bloodline. You are a direct descendant of the originator, the original God. See? God, the mind of the original man and woman, is God. But what is the mind? It's an atom. When it leaves your father, it's already living. If you put it under a microscope, you see it's in motion. This is why when the Bible discusses genealogy, it says Abraham begot Isaac and Isaac begot Jacob. It doesn't mention a woman. Because this is a transfer of sperm. Contained in that sperm is the brain. The essence of this sperm is the brain. What is the brain? It's an atom. What is an atom? Electron, proton, neutron. In other words, a positive and a negative. The neutron is the balance. So within an atom, which is a single cell, is a duality. A better example is man and woman when they marry. Two becoming one. Duality. That's all around you. It's the duality of nature, the good, the bad, the yin, the yang, the positive, the negative, God, devil. Now we get into the meat of it. Please just stick with me for a few more moments. That duality is God. For 6,000 years, we worship the female deity as God. That failed. The last 6,000 years, we have worshiped the male deity as God. That is failing, and it will fail. But the new kingdom, the kingdom that will not perish,